Good day and welcome to the Tempest Podcast Analysis Discussion. I go by the name of Molaba Zuzifalakhe, and my prodigies with me are Sibahle and Lethu. How are you doing, guys?
We're good.
Fine, thanks. And how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's a beautiful day. You understand? So on the Tempest Podcast, we're gonna be talking and delving into the themes that you find there, right, guys?
Yeah.
So a little bit of background of the Tempest. The Tempest, it was written around 1610 to 1614. It is considered the Shakespeare's last independently functioning as a final and reflective work, often interpreted as his farewell to the stage. You understand? Meaning this one, it was the last one. So my question is, does Macbeth come after or before this one? Was Macbeth like independent? Was it an independent work?
I have no idea. I don't want to lie.
You just know that there's Macbeth. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But anyway, man, it is what it is. Let's delve into it, guys. There's a lot to discuss. You understand? There's a lot to discuss on this, the Tempest play. So my theme, guys, most and prominently so, you know, the theme of which that I was looking into is the theme of magic and the supernatural. You understand?
Yeah.
As we all know, like in the play, mostly and all throughout, we see magic like unfolding in many ways. You understand?
Yeah.
Like from the beginning, Act 1, Scene 1, it's magic. The shipwreck is caused due to magic.
Yes,
you understand?
Exactly.
But then, guys, I have an oppositional question.
Yeah, what is it?
Actually, an oppositional perspective towards the normative perspective that is taken by a lot of people, especially when it comes to magic. You understand? So here's my take. I think magic generally is perceived in a wrong way. I don't know if you get me.
Yeah,
I think magic is perceived in a wrong way.
Explain, I'm listening.
You understand? Okay, sharp. Now let's come back to our native language, like Boma, Zulu or Sotho. What comes to your mind? That
person is a witch.
You understand? So that means that person is going to inflict pain, something bad on you.
It's gonna make your life hard.
You understand?
Yeah.
But in the play, man, like I don't really think magic is actually used for bad intentions.
Yeah.
Why are you saying that?
Why am I saying that? First things first, I think the prominent evidence that we see, nobody was hurt because of magic.
Okay,
You understand? All throughout the play, well, there might have been deceitful deeds that went down.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, what matters is that did it inflict pain upon someone's life? No. Was somebody hurt? At the end of the day? And if we look at it, we look at the intention behind it. Prospero just wanted to be the Duke of Milan once again. I mean, like, it was all rooted in that, and this is evident, like, in the play. I think, I don't remember vividly which scene is that, but then it's a scene where Prospero and Miranda, they're having a conversation, and Prospero was telling Miranda about how he was betrayed by Antonio, his brother, and all of that situation. You understand?
Yeah.
So it is all evident there. Like, we can see for how the influence and why Prospero was actually using his magic the way he did, because of everything that went down. Again, in the opening act, we see Miranda running towards who is this?
Prospero.
He runs towards Prospero, and then when he gets there, he said, "Show them mercy, like
have mercy on them.
Have mercy on them. You understand? Stop that."
Yes.
And then the response that Prospero is giving is like,
Be collected.
"Be collected." Exactly. There, no soul was hurt.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Everybody is safe there. So this shows you, for it, in regardless of the shipwreck that went down, the intention behind it all, it was not all about hating people. It was just about I'd rather say it was about showing the true intentions of people, who they are. For an example, we got to see the nature of Antonio, not just by a flashback memory as Prospero was explaining, but we saw it in action. where they nearly killed Gonzalo and Alonso while they were sleeping. You understand? So
Yeah.
that is my take. That magic is perceived in a bad way. I mean,
All right, I get you.
you understand?
I
Yeah.
understand, but now I will. I kind of disagree with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I kind of think that Prospero used his powers in a bad way. As much as revenging itself, revenging alone is not a good thing.
Yeah, it's
By the
not.
Bible, if a person beat you this side, you must do what? Give them another side. So I think magic was used for bad intentions at that time. As much as we know that he wanted revenge, all he wanted was to be the Duke of Milan, and but now that wasn't a good thing, because people they were stranded at the ship, you know.
Yeah.
They felt scared. Scared.
Yeah.
Ferdinand was lost at the time because of who? Because of Prospero.
But he was not entirely lost if you look at it. Why?
That's they thought he
According
was
to
lost.
Alonso.
Yes,
They
and
thought.
Ferdinand himself, he felt lost. Was that a
Exactly.
good feeling? Is that okay to make people feel that way?
It's not okay.
It's
No,
not
it's
a
not
good
okay.
thing. Yeah. And another thing that we find in the play is power and control, and that's my theme.
Yeah.
That's a theme that I found very interesting. There are different ways that you can see or take out from the play that you find, you see this is power. Firstly, the need to be the Duke of Milan, you know.
Yeah.
Antonio uses their power to betray Prospero. They use their power because now Alonso was the king of Naples. He helped him to become the Duke, and they made sure that they get rid of who? Prospero.
Yeah.
That is how power is shown in the play. And when Prospero gets to the island, because we find that he ends up in a mysterious island where he finds Ariel and Caliban.
Sorry to disturb you while you were cooking. So how can you link your theme with everyday situation?
You mean how power is used in the play? And Prospero used his powers to control Ariel and Caliban as he was in the island. He was able to make Caliban do a lot of slavery work there.
Yeah.
You know, Ariel as well. We can partly say Ariel was free, but she wasn't. She wasn't free because there's a line where she says, "Remember, remember that you promised me freedom,
His liberty."
Yes. So you kind of find that Ariel as well wasn't as free as she would have wanted to be. So maybe creating an example from our daily life situation, you would find maybe at the parliament, you see.
Yeah.
At the parliament, we have males at the top, which are controlling, and they are in power of everything. They make decisions, and then we have maybe we have male or the whites, and then we have black males, and then we have women at the bottom.
Yeah.
Even at home, there's your father at the top, your mother, and then there's you.
There's hierarchy.
There's hierarchy of levels there.
Yeah.
So where am I going with this? As I am saying, this is a theme of power and control. So Caliban and Ariel was controlled by Prospero because he was using his powers to control them. So as we can find that in our lives, we are controlled by the whites. They have more power to us. They own most of businesses in South Africa, and then we just go there and apply for jobs. We don't see. So that is how I interpreted this. And the other thing that you can find power being displayed in the play, we know Alonso is the king, but when Alonso is at the what at the ship, the weather and the ocean and the storm and everything else that is happening there is over Alonso's power. He cannot control that as much as he is the king, but he cannot. The only person that can control the storm and the weather is Ariel and Prospero, meaning Alonso was under Prospero's control.
I get you, but we also need to understand that those are not the only things that are involved. We also have freedom and servitude.
Sure.
Yes.
Freedom and servitude. Let's focus on freedom. Freedom. It's whereby Ariel was reminding Prospero that you promised to free me. Like you promised, like everything. So whenever I'm linking this theme with during apartheid time, like we're now free since Prospero decided to give Ariel her plan or her wish to be free. It eventually happened. Like I don't know if you guys do get me. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like whenever I'm looking to the side of servitude, Caliban and Ariel are subjected to Prospero because he is more powerful. Caliban is a slave. He represents African people.
Yes,
Like we are.
yes,
Like,
yes.
we also know that whites were looking at us as indigenous people. Their language is Western. So whenever I'm linking this theme of servitude with everyday life situation,
Yeah.
like let's take example for apartheid.
Yes.
Like we as black people were only working for white domestic, like our mothers in the kitchen,
yes, yes.
no job for us, like everything. Like we were not independent. We're only depending on the whites.
On the whites,
I don't know if
yes.
you get me.
I
we do get
I
you.
do.
I
that shit.
do.
It's clear. You
Yeah.
see how power is also like displayed in the play. We find that power is also used to avenge.
Exactly, it's used to avenge.
Prospero uses his powers, the magical powers, to get revenge from Antonio and Alonso because he knew that in the ship there's those guys that betrayed me long ago, and then he uses his powers badly.
Is it like, are we necessarily gonna refer it to saying he is using his power badly, or rather say he's using his magic? Why am I saying this? He's just using his magic
To fight for what is right.
to fight for power. You understand? Because of, if Prospero had power, as you say,
Yes.
meaning he was gonna be like, he wouldn't find the need for him to want to be the Duke of Milan again. You understand? So power again is rooted on the notion of influence upon people. Prospero does not have influence. His influence is always magical, meaning he has to enforce his influence. It's not necessarily like say a predetermined type of power. Okay, fine, sharp. Like Alonso, in contrast, the power that Alonso has, let's say he's a leader. People who follow his lead, people who listen to him, he's the king of Naples.
Yes.
You understand? That's power. You understand?
Yes.
Being the Duke of Milan, that's
yes,
power.
hence I said he used his powers to betray Prospero.
And he
Yeah.
also uses his power to survive on the island.
Prospero.
Yes.
Yes. But Antonio and Alonso, when they are at the island, their powers are of no use. Sorry to say, they are of no use at the time because they were miserable at the land.
Yeah.
Yes.
True,
So
all
their
that
powers was useless, I may say.
But as we are there,
They
on
were
that
they were kings of Milan and Naples, but they were nothing at the island
Because of the storm.
because Prospero was in charge. He was in control. He was the one ruling the island.
Okay.
he's
Yes.
the upper rank.
He is the person there at the top when maybe I'm making an example of hierarchy. He's
Sure.
the person at the top, and then
So,
maybe Ariel in the middle, and then them at the bottom alongside with Caliban.
Okay, sharp. I hear you. I hear you when you say Prospero is using his power badly. He's abusing Caliban.
He's abusing. He was abusing them. No, he was abusing Caliban wrongly.
Here's my question then: when
He
it comes to
was.
this theme of the magic and the supernatural, and Prospero be using his power unfairly or enslaving Caliban? where is it all rooted? Because of the reason why Caliban ended up being enslaved. He tried to rape Miranda.
Yeah, he tried.
So there's always a punishment. There has to be a punishment. It does not matter whether he is a half human.
Okay.
He does not understand the notion
let me
of
cut you right
interaction.
there. Let me cut you right there. Because I can see where you're going. But still, I'm still emphasizing on this. Caliban is not what? A natural person, just like
100%.
He's not 100%. Yes. So maybe him trying to rape or do that to Miranda, that was him maybe showing love. It wasn't him trying to hurt Miranda.
Now, me it was like, because of like, as we know, as I've said already, magic is evident all throughout, but my take is that the magic and the supernatural is not used in a bad way, because of the very same supernatural. It did save a person's life at some point.
Who?
Ariel saved Alonso and Gonzalo while they were asleep. Because of who is this guy? Antonio and Sebastian.
That
Wanted to
I
kill
get
them.
that part.
You understand?
You are correct there. But Prospero, no. That part, I get you. That one is 100% correct. Yes, Arian did save Alonso from Sebastian because they wanted to kill Alonso, yes. But then, Prospero, nah.
Let's come back to real life. You have a child right now, ne?
Yes.
A girl. And then a loony, a person a loony, I would say that a person who, like, that stays on the street, a hobo. You know, there are those who act like you understand?
Now you say
like they are not sharp.
Now you say
they are not sharp.
That's different.
No, I'm trying to like link this thing because of, we've never come across a half human that we can actually like contrast the situation.
But that's different.
You understand? Different. No,
maybe you can say a disabled person. Maybe a disabled person wouldn't understand.
A disabled person now. A disabled person attempts to rape your child. What are you going to do? Are you just going to be like, that person is disabled? You're not going to catch feelings.
I am, but still, I'm going to say that person is disabled because I can tell this person is disabled.
So you're going to give them a pass? What if they went to
I'll get rid of them.
There has to be a punishment.
There will always be a punishment.
There's no other way.
Let's come back to Ariel.
Get rid of them.
Let's go back to Ariel. You say they are using him in a bad way. Me, I say no. He deserved it. He was doing actually what his nature commands him to do, because of, after all, he's a spirit.
And he can control wind and water.
He can control all of those things. You understand? And then when we go back to this thing,
yes,
we come to find the for there is a part, the one that you actually stipulated, where who Ariel reminded Prospero of his liberty that he promised him.
Yes.
On that part, we come to find the whole fine sharp. Ariel.
Wait, let me catch you right there.
Yeah.
You see what? Lethu mentioned this, that Caliban represents what? They represent African people. So you mean by saying Prospero, what he did to Caliban was right by abusing him? Because now in the play, Caliban represents us, the African people. Now you mean to say the white people were right for abusing us and colonizing us?
Because we show them humanity at first.
They were not right. Now, like we are like trying to look at different perspective. The thing that I was gonna mention it was that it got to a point whereby Prospero reminded Ariel that he saved him from who? The witch Sakorax. So I don't feel like Prospero came there with an intention and said, I'm gonna enslave Caliban and then I'm gonna use you like this. There was like, let's say there was something that happened before, something unfolded prior to Prospero saying, you know what, right now I'm gonna enslave you as a punishment. You understand?
Yeah, I get you.
So yeah, man, but then that's my take, that's my perspective.
Yeah.
You understand?
I think I enjoy this was a great discussion of the Tempest. This is the greatest, I think, of them all by William Shakespeare.
Yeah.
So do you agree or disagree if I'm saying Caliban did obtain his freedom?
At the
Ask me
end,
why.
I think he
At the
did
end, ask me
because
why.
Prospero left.
Exactly.
yeah. Yeah, what a conclusion. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. That's how we sign it out. It's the Tempest Podcast Discussion Analysis. We are. Deuces.
Thank you.
Bye.